Hey there friends, how is it going? My name is Rabbit, and thank you so very much for joining me for episode number 20 of Let's Semi-Blindly Play Through Eternal Eyes for the PlayStation 1. In our previous episode, we made it to the Lost Forest, but for some reason, and a bit surprisingly, it is no longer just a Lost Forest, and now it is a Misty Forest. So I'm not sure, and I had kind of shared this with you guys while we were making our way through fight number 1, that it's possible that the fairy herself, I believe her name is Nas, is testing us, and that is why she brought about this deep mist so that Luke kind of has to fight his way without having full vision of what's in front of him. Or it could be that some things went down and we might find that Nas might not even be accessible anymore. So not sure which option is the reality, but we're gonna keep going and see what the game has in store for us. So we picked up, following our fight, a couple of orbs. I believe we got 5 in total. No transformations occurred. Honestly, we just got a couple of new spells. The one that I'm debating if it's new or not is poison. I'm not sure if we've seen that yet, and we did take a second before we parted ways in video number 19, and we read the description for it, and it doesn't appear as though it applies a damage over time effect. So I told you guys I'm going to try to remain focused, and me saying this out loud as part of my intro for this video, hopefully that means I will actually use it in our first round of turns here. So, okay. Assuming I don't get distracted by all these recolors here. So we've got Sui Talk, which we've seen I believe he was purple. It was the version of this. And he was back at that little puppet tower that we scaled to reach somebody who told us something. I don't even fucking know, you guys. But okay, moving along. Let's see what he's got. Just met. I believe that's what the other colored version had as well. So nothing new from you, bro. You are lame as can be. So that's 3 of them, and then 2 of these critters that we had just faced off against in our previous episode. Oh no, it wasn't. Was it Fuanil? I think it was Fuato. It was a green version of this. So we can tell that these monsters are getting tougher and tougher while mine just kind of idle and sit in form number 2, form number 1. Oh God, you guys, it's been a struggle. But Medi we saw in our last video. This one is kind of new. We have Amedi. We were able to confirm that. Ours is green magic, and I don't know what this one is. And then he's got Grail, which I think we've seen before as well. Well, at least we saw it now, so we are prepped. Honestly, I feel pretty good, even if we hadn't taken the time to kind of check that out. And since Lukey Dookie here does have the lance equipped, we don't have to be right in front of enemies. As you can see, we've got the 2 grids in front. So very nice, very nice. Now, as I was sharing, I can really see there being 2 paths here to... Wait a minute, why was there an auto option? Had I not seen that before? Have I used that? I don't think I have. You guys, struggle bus with me. I honestly am so surprised sometimes that so many of you even watch me because, oh goodness, it is just a wild ride when you kick it with me. Let's just say that. But no, I really appreciate having you guys here. It's been such a blast. When Andrew and I were talking about this, was it a week ago, I believe, that it just kind of blows both of our minds how long, oh God, hold on, let me pay attention and get one that has a bigger range. All right, Holy should reach him, and if we are lucky, fingers and toes crossed, he should die. Oh my gosh, no, it's not enough. And honestly though, to be fair, I'm not sure I've been really doing my due diligence in terms of paying attention to what colors trump other colors or what elements trump other elements. I don't know. I never minded it too much, and it doesn't seem like it's made a considerable difference, but I'm sure that there is the presence of, I don't know, like this spell is better than this one, but it's weak to this other one. You guys know what I'm saying. Usually games have some sort of feature like that, but instead of colors, it's usually actual elements. So it wouldn't totally make sense for them to have adopted that, but at the same time, we do see that even though they use colors to describe a lot of these features, the colors are associated with elements themselves, or it seems that way. Maybe that's not the case, and I'm just seeing connections where they don't actually exist, which is very possible. You guys know me, I love to theory craft, and I love forming my own headcanons, so just leave me in my own little island over here. But okay, Holy Pink gave us poison, and it decreases magic defense for a certain amount of time. So let's just check out the effect and see if it does do a dot to this guy. But no, that is so weird. Again, I don't think across all of the video games I've played, poison didn't actually poison. Maybe they feel it would be a little broken in this game, but no, that still doesn't make sense, because even comparing again to Hoshigami, there was the poison spell effect there, and it definitely would fuck you up if you didn't take care of your business. But it did have the potential to just go away on its own, and you could kind of be cured on your own just over time, which maybe for some people that is lame. But the point of me even sharing this is just to say that I find it not bad, but interesting that the choice was made like, nope, we're gonna go against the grain. Poison, who is she? She doesn't make people sick, she just lowers their magic defense. Like, I'm not sure, I'm just not sure why that was a choice that was made, but whatever, it works for me. So let me see if I can reach this douche nozzle over here, because if I can kill him and him not fuck up my chest, y'all already know, that's the name of my game. And it's been a minute since we played this, because we did have so many videos go up from my other project, but that's one thing that has stayed deeply embedded in my spirit, that I can't have these monsters fucking up my shit. It just feels pretty bad. So let's take a peek here. I think Elysian does a little bit of spillover. Did we already look at this one though? I think we did. I want to keep it fresh for you guys. Oh my god, what the hell? Can I move Abby again? Let's look at that. That might be kind of cool. Have we? I always like to say I feel like that I've done everything, but I'm not sure that I have. So we've got White Beast, which gives Nebulas. We've seen the description, but I'm not sure. Why is it just in one row? That is so wonky. But we're going to test it out. Impress me spell. Oh, and it hit both of them. Interesting. Okay, so that one didn't have the orange indicator, so I wasn't entirely sure we were going to be, attacking multiple units, but I guess it makes sense since there was a straight line there. That is pretty cool. But okie dokie, let's see if we can, I don't know if we're gonna reach that fella over there, but we will certainly try. We're not using poison again. I don't know how I feel about the status effect abilities in this game. I think under different circumstances, I can see, oh, there's a yellow guy still up there. I'm over here thinking like, oh my god, we're gonna be done with this fight in like 2 minutes, but there is one guy we're gonna have to try to find. I don't know what the hell he's doing up there, but normally, I feel like I enjoy spell effects just because they do bring a bit of variety, and sometimes they can make a difference in allowing fights to proceed a lot more quickly than usual, and I haven't played games recently that do this super badly. Maybe you could make the argument for Hoshigami, but it's a little different. But let me just get my thought out first, and then we'll kind of talk about that. So stalling in fights. I am one of those people that I don't mind fights being difficult. I don't mind fights being long. I don't mind fights being complicated, and I don't even mind them throwing random shit at you that doesn't totally make sense, but at the same time, you know, you can get behind it and just kind of, you know, do a little bit of a side eye, but you appreciate that they thought about it and they're trying. And hold on, do I only have small damage for you? Oh my gosh, you guys, my puppets are so behind. It's so depressing. I am not sure what else I can do though to fix this up other than to just shrug and keep going. And maybe what I need to do is my own couple of rounds through various areas, pick up as many of the of the orbs as I can. Sorry, I was thinking like, which way do I really want to send him? And then from there, I guess save and then just do a bunch of combinations and see what results from that. Because outside of just tinkering with various recipes, I think we're just kind of in this position where I don't really need to use Nebulas again. We'll use Mets on him just to fuck with him because that's actually his spell. And I love to humiliate a bitch. Oh shit, except that didn't humiliate him because it did nothing. So he's probably like, really, Rabs? Okay. But talk about humiliation. Y'all already know our boy Haresh. He does some mean physical damage. So eat my ass, get fucked, and we're coming for you. I can't believe that one critter is chilling up here. Did he really think we just were gonna forget he was up there? No, son, no. But stalling mechanics, if you even want to call it a mechanic, it's just so shitty. I remember, maybe you guys don't recall this, perhaps you didn't watch me play, maybe you were one of those people that didn't love the Sega Saturn, which I get it, there are a lot of you out there, so you never played Albert Odyssey, The Legend of Eldine. That game had so many fights that made you want to die because there's one in particular, I won't spoil it for you in case you are making your way through that series right now or you intend to at some point in the future. There is one fight in particular, and let me just say, that game, I absolutely loved it. It's one of my favorites for the Sega Saturn because I think Working Designs is just one of my absolute favorite localizers. I think they're so funny, and I think everything I've played that they've had a hand in has been absolutely wonderful. I know a couple of you have been asking for like the last 2 years, Rabbit, like when are you gonna play some more Working Design stuff? And don't you worry, I don't want to commit to this right now, but something that I've been wanting to play for a while has been the Lunar, the Silver Star story complete, and then Lunar 2, Eternal Blue complete. I do have the PlayStation 1 versions, although I know, again, a lot of people prefer the Sega CD ones. They consider them to have better translations, and I think some people in general just aren't huge fans of Working Designs because they take great liberty with their translations, and instead of it being like a true translation, they do a lot of, I guess you could just say, true localization. Oh, a star pendant, where they try to make the content relevant to the audience of the time. This is both good and bad. It's good in that for the time when some of these games came out, I think some people maybe were more sold on pop culture references, or it made it more just relatable to a younger audience. Like it felt more cool, it felt more fun, and I think some people just didn't really get certain cultural differences, so localizing in a pure sense and trying to make it seem like it was an American game, or at least like the conversations were more North American, I think they believed that would just do better than completely, literally word for word translating everything. But the downside to that is it doesn't always age well when you have characters making references to like fucking Farrah Fawcett, or of course that's not an example from what's actually referenced in the game, but you guys get what I mean. Like there are some of you that probably don't even know right now who the fuck Farrah Fawcett is, and you have to Google who she is. That makes me sound so old. I know, I sound like you young whippersnappers, new age gamers, you don't even know about old icons, like with your Miley Cyrus and Ariana Grande. Okay, let me stop because I really am sounding a little too legit with this. But the point is, I think there's always going to be like a pro and con to a choice being made. And I think Working Designs, they didn't straddle the fence very well regarding how they wanted to localize things. I think they truly opted for, learned Tarm. Before I forget, and you guys know I'm such a blabbermouth, and I will if I don't look right now. Let's check that out. I think it was green. Yeah, I think so. Yes, it was. Decreases defense for a certain amount of time. I was just kind of saying that I'm not incredibly into the status effect abilities. I just don't think they really pack the wallop that I'm looking for. And fuck my life. I don't. But this is what I mean when I say we're reaching this point where they're going to learn all the spells that they can for where they're at. And then, yeah, now Raj is completely starting over. Oh my God, you guys. This is an absolute mess. But we did get some items. Let's check that out. We got an ace blade and then something else, scarlet something. So the ace blade, legend says it killed a great warrior long ago. Ever since, evil beings have sought it. Oh my gosh, that's a little creepy. We'll see if that is good in just a second. I also got, oh, it's a star pendant, not a scarlet, whatever. I don't remember what I even said. So it's a silver star-shaped pendant, protects from poison, but I don't see why you would need this since poison doesn't, I mean, I guess it lowers magic defense, so you could lower the MDF and then fuck them up with a lot of powerful spell, I guess. But it's like, there's not a whole lot of strategy that needs to be executed in the first place, so I don't know, you guys. I'm not sure that I really am with it. Okay, so Luke, your luck will go up, but your HR, I don't remember what all these fucking things stand for. What do you have equipped right now? The Dragon Lance. Let's unequip it and just see. Okay, Dragon Lance. Oh, it brings it up to 120. But this, I don't know. It doesn't even bring your attack damage up considerably from the Dragon Lance, so I'm not sure I'm sold on this. But having greater luck, I'm guessing that increases your item drops or the value of them. Oh, whatever, we'll just leave the Dragon Lance on. I don't care. Let's look at that star pendant though and just make sure it isn't going to be amazing. Magic attack goes up. Honestly, this would be good on Abby because he's the only one I've got that really knows what's going on. So we might need to do this, but I'm losing physical attack and physical defense. Not a fan of that. And then HP, magic defense, and AV. So I guess the Twisted Towel, let me actually unequip it and let's see. So Twisted Towel brought attack up by 10 and defense up by 20. Okay. That's, oh, I don't know if that's just worth raising this. But maybe, you know what? We're just gonna, this is better for him. At the end of the day, it just feels, he doesn't really need the physical attack. I don't have him attacking, so it's a waste of a stat to put this on him, but I do feel uneasy about stripping him of so much defense in exchange for more magic offense. But whatever, you know what? Why am I deliberating so much over it? It's gonna be okay. And that's it for what we picked up. I think we had gotten 2 of those ace blades instead of 2 of the star pendants, which would have actually been better, but I don't know necessarily that I would have put it on Raj, and Haresh is good as he is. So I didn't really finish my story talking about Lunar, the 2 games, and Sega CD versus PlayStation, as well as just working designs in general and how I am obsessed with them, and I do plan on playing not only the 2 Lunar games, and I will just say I'm planning on playing the PlayStation ones, so I don't want to hear shit from people who rage about how the Sega CD ones are more legit. Although I think, didn't Working Designs do the localizations for the Sega CD too? So I honestly, I never played the Sega CD version, so I'm not right now in the moment well versed in why some people like the translations more, because I'm pretty sure Working Designs did both of them, but don't hold me to that. I mean, obviously, while you guys are watching this, you can Google. I can't, because I'm sitting down in my living room recording in front of my television, so don't hold me to that. But my point is, I do know that a lot of people who are more purist about it like the Sega CD version more, and I don't know, those of us who are lame and like the flashy cutscenes, we enjoyed the PlayStation 1 version. So, or for me, I think it was more just a matter that I played the PlayStation version first. So, I don't know, I guess maybe if people rallied enough against it, I would figure out a way to play the Sega CD version, but the PlayStation ones are the ones that I've got. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in our upcoming episode. No need to add too much excessive padding to this since we've got another fight awaiting us. So we'll talk more about that in our upcoming video, as well as anything else that I started talking about that I just randomly forgot while I was I guess, talking about other things. You guys know how it goes with me. Why do y'all watch me? Thank you so much for joining me, everyone, for this episode of Let's Play Eternal Eyes for the PlayStation 1. I am your host, Rabbit. This was episode 20. Yes, y'all, 20. I can't believe we're already this far into the journey. Hopefully we have at least 20 more awaiting us. So take care, be good, and I'll see you in just a moment in video number 21.